Hi guys, welcome back to another episode where Stephanie reads. My name is Stephanie, and today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite books that I've read so far this year that I consider some of my favorites. So getting started with the first one is Wind Witch. I thought it was so good, man. It was just so good. If you haven't read Truth Witch, you're missing out because both books have like strong female characters, people that can do crazy stuff. There's like this Wind Witch guy. There Marie, he can control the wind. It's just so cool, and he also knows how to sail a boat. So it was really cool, and he's like a prince. And also two female characters, Isol and Sophia. They have one of them has the power to know when somebody's lying, and knows the difference between truth and lies. And this other one, Isol, she knows how to see. She can see like how everything's like tied together through threads. I mean, I envisioned there would be colors, but yeah, but it's like so cool. And they even have more female characters can do stuff like control iron, and there's some. I think there was a fire one, but I'm not sure. But it's just so good. There's more sword fighting. There's even pirates in this one, and dynamic duo. Uh, yeah, it's just so good, man. I mean, I think this was the best one out too. I mean, I don't know about you, and I just can't believe that they always have good covers. I mean, don't you think the cover's awesome? Yeah, I mean, I just loved it, and the world in the series keeps on getting bigger and bigger, and I can't wait till the next book to see how it goes and if Marique and Sophia gets together or something happens. Or I mean, I'm still shipping the Blood Witch and Isol for anybody. Sorry, spoilers. But if you read the second one, I'm shipping them together. So because I think that they go. I mean, they go, man. They go. So that is like one of the first books. Enough about that one. The next book I read recently, I also have a book review on it, so the link will be below. It's called Frieda by Matthew Lawrence. Uh, Sadly, I don't see that many book reviews on YouTube, which is kind of sad because it's like book is like so good. If you like Norse mythology and Greek mythology, many get Greek gods coming together. I mean, if you like Percy Jackson, they do have some great gods in here. Um, yeah, there's lots of fighting. Let's see, this girl named Frieda. I mean, who goes by the name of Sarah, but she was Freya, the goddess of love, beauty, death, and war from Norse mythology. And she goes on the lam because this secret agency is after her and want to use her to collect gods for their own personal enjoyment. And she teams up with this guy, and they try to like discover more truths about the agency and how to take them down. And I think she's like a kick-ass, despite not having so many powers, but she is a badass chick. So if you want to learn more about the book, I have the book review below. And this is so good, man. And plus, look at the cover. I mean, it's so awesome. Look, see? Mm-hmm. Yeah, book porn there. So, mm-hmm. And this book I read because I saw it on BookTube, and I heard about it, like from a few channels, and I fell in love with the cover and knew I had to pick this one up. And that is Ever the Hunted. Can you see it? Yeah, see? It's just I thought the cover was just so beautiful. I didn't know what it was about, but I knew that I saw the arrow, and I love characters where there's archers in it that knew how to use bow and arrows. I mean, it's one of my obsessions of characters ever since Katniss came along, and from Hunger Games. And so I always like the whole bow and arrow thing, and it's so cool. And if you haven't read this book, it's about this girl who gets caught breaking a law by poaching. And so, in order to save her own life, she made a deal to find the killer that killed her father, who's like a legendary bounty hunter. And so she must find out, but then she finds out is her friend, but also a guy that she has feelings for. Ooh. Uh, And so she goes on a journey along with soldiers because they don't trust her to do the job. And they go on an adventure, and there's a lot of magic in this one. There is sorcery. There's like a lot of crazy stuff goes on, and plus I love stories where there's people going on a journey looking for something, and it's also kind of like also a crime mystery because somebody killed her father. So yeah, yeah, one of my best. I read it in 3 days too. So and oh yeah, did I show you the map? I forgot. I mean, for those that love maps, here's a really cool map of the kingdom area. There's actually two kingdoms in the story that are at war with each other. One has magic and one doesn't. So it's really good. The second book, I mean, third book. I was gonna say second, but oh well. The next book that I gotta say was one of my favorites is Wayfarer. If you haven't read Passenger, I totally recommend that one. It's one of my favorite books last year. Uh, it has time travel and people going on two characters doing like crazy things, like trying to find this object that her mom stole from a family that does time travel, an evil person. And so, but in this book, they took away all the romance in it. I mean, there is some romance lingering, but the two main characters are separate and they must find their way back to each other, but also find out where the secret object that they're finding. And I love this one more than the last one because there's more action in this one and more time travel, and the characters are going more places than the second one. I mean, the first one. And that was so awesome, man. It was just so awesome. Plus, I love time travel. Who doesn't like time travel? Yeah. I don't think I can marry somebody that doesn't like time travel. So, I mean, I don't know. The next book I'm going to talk about is Lifeblood. Apparently, I don't see that many book reviews done on this book, but this is one book that series that people should check out called First Life. And it's about this girl named Ten. No, it's also Tenley, but she's 10 in the series. She is locked up away in this like mental facility where people who are deviant or just don't want to make a choice on where they want to go in the afterlife. And in the afterlife, it's like broken off into different realms. In ancient realms, like there's one that's very pretty, and that's called Troika. And then there's also the other one called Marriott, which is also kind of like a urban, darker city, really darker, and they're all separate. They're at war with each other. But there's also one that for people who don't choose where they end up, it's called Mini Ends, and it's kind of like the wild. And so Tenley must she's forced to choose, but she chooses not to, so she goes on the lam. And so the both two rounds, Troika and Marriott sends two agents for each of their teams to make her choose which army she wants to join. And so these two guys, the agents, must either woo her or try to force her into choosing a place. And it's just so much fun. There's adventure, a lot of action, and I also like, especially in the second one, there's more world building, especially with the realms and stuff, where people got to do lots of, has some abilities to go with it, and so it's really good. And if you like battle scenes, this one has one. So if you like battle scenes, some major battle scene that happens, yeah, it's really good. And strong female character that knows how to do math. See, and also the cover is awesome. See, they have like see like a little city right here. In the first book, they actually I don't have one have the first book. Eventually, I will, but they actually have both pictures of both city, the realms. So it's really cool. So, and the last one, which I finished this week. Actually, I literally finished it yesterday, right after breakfast. Me and my cat. She couldn't help it, but she wanted to peek through me and wants to know what was I reading, and that is The Black Witch by Laurie Forrest. And I have a review on it that I uploaded yesterday, so I'll leave the link below. So if you want to learn more about the series, But this book is so awesome, man. It beats all the other ones that I read so far. Um, it's actually a shame that I don't see a lot of book reviews on it, but it has a combination of magical different races, like the elves, dragons, mages, to aren't people fighting each other, and a magical school where many people come together. Uh, it's just really good, man. It's just so good, and I like the female character that's in it, who starts out as like a character with no powers, and she deals with all her struggles even without it. So she knows how to make things her own way. So it's a really good book. So I totally recommend reading, listening to the review, or checking out yourself. It's really good. I also have it on my blog, so yeah, I totally recommend it. It's just so good, man. And it even also has a map. See, 1 second. Ugh. Map, map, map. 1 second. A lot of the pages are stuck together. Okay, here we go. The map. I mean, who doesn't like a fantasy world without with a map? So now you can look at it. Yeah, it's so good. And each of the pages, when they start like a new chapter, they usually have like these like paint splatters to it, or maybe there's like snow. But either way, it's just so cool, man. It's really good. So those are the books that I read so far this year that I thought was my favorites. And if you like this video and want me to do like maybe like end of the year top favorites also, or maybe per season, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know what your favorites were. I really would like to know, like maybe you can even say Six of Crows or whatever it is. Totally like looking for new books to read all the time. And if you like this video, click on the thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to learn more about this channel, keep on subscribing. And until next time, keep on reading.